October 1918, 600 American soldiers advanced too far and disappeared into the Argonne forest. Surrounded by German forces, with no food, water or ammunition, they endured 5 days of hell. This is the true story of the Lost Battalion, where men chose certain death over surrender. Welcome to Historical Stories, where courage has a name. The Lost Battalion, trapped behind enemy lines. The morning mist hung heavy in the Argonne forest on October 2, 1918, as Major Charles Whittlesey adjusted his wire-rimmed glasses and studied his map. The Harvard-educated lawyer turned soldier knew his 1st Battalion, 308th Infantry, had pushed too far ahead of Allied lines, but headquarters demanded results. His 600 men, mostly New York dock workers, Irish immigrants, and Italian labourers, now stood completely isolated in the dense French woodland. At precisely 10:17 a.m., the forest erupted with the staccato rhythm of German Maxim machine guns. Whittlesey watched in horror as his lead company disintegrated under crossfire from 3 directions. Within minutes, the battalion found itself trapped in a steep ravine the men would come to call the Pocket, barely 350 yards long and 60 yards wide. The first night, as darkness fell, the Americans discovered their true predicament. German snipers had infiltrated the surrounding ridges, picking off any soldier who moved. Private Leo Cooper, a Jewish tailor from Brooklyn, spent hours slowly dragging wounded comrades to safety under covering fire. The bullets sounded like angry bees, he later recalled. Every time I grabbed a man's collar, another round would kick up dirt by my face. Day 2. Friendly. Fire at dawn, American artillery began shelling their own men. Whittlesey's signal flares, meant to mark their position, were being captured and reused by German troops. His last carrier pigeon, Cher Ami, took flight with a desperate message tied to her leg. We are along road parallel 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it! German bullets tore through the bird's breast and shattered her leg, but she miraculously reached headquarters 25 miles away. The barrage ceased minutes before it would have wiped out the entire battalion. Day 3. The flamethrowers. A captured American lieutenant was sent back with a white flag and German surrender demand. Whittlesey, his uniform now caked in mud and blood, didn't hesitate. You go tell the Germans to go to hell! The response came in liquid fire. Flamethrower teams advanced through the underbrush, setting trees and men ablaze. Private Sam Irvin, a Cherokee runner from North Carolina, smothered 3 burning comrades with his own body before succumbing to his wounds. Day 4. The breakout attempt. With no food for 72 hours, men began eating tree bark and leather straps. Private Abraham Krotoshinsky, a Polish immigrant barber, volunteered to sneak through German lines for help. He crawled for 36 hours through enemy positions, covering his uniform with mud and pretending to be dead when patrols passed. Meanwhile, in the Pocket, the remaining Americans prepared their final stand, fixing bayonets to empty rifles. The rescue Krotoshinsky's bloodied hands finally grabbed the arm of an American sentry on October 7th. Relief forces found Whittlesey's men holding a perimeter just 100 yards wide. Of the original 600, only 194 walked out under their own power. The ravine floor was carpeted with the dead, some still clutching photographs of loved ones, others frozen in firing positions with empty weapons. The survivors became instant legends. Whittlesey and Captain George McMurtry received medals of honour, though both refused to call themselves heroes. The real heroes stayed in that ravine, McMurtry would say, for the rest of his life. In a cruel twist, Whittlesey never escaped the Argonne. 3 years after the war, the quiet lawyer stepped off the SS Toloa's deck into the Atlantic, another casualty of the Pocket. Today, rusted canteens and rifle shells still surface in the French ravine, where Americans proved that even when abandoned, surrounded and outgunned, the human spirit could still triumph. The Lost Battalion proved that even in hell, the human spirit endures. But our next story defies explanation entirely. The Angel of Mons, a soldier's mysterious vision, where terrified troops swore divine intervention saved them during history's darkest hour. If these stories of sacrifice and mystery move you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to journey deeper into history's greatest untold chapters with us. The past is whispering. Will you listen? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.